I hope this works. I hope I'm coming through to you now. Let me know. What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Talking the Orville on Egotastic FunTime Road to Renewal. That's right. We are all on the road to renewal. Hey, Ego, did you hear about that's what we're just going to talk about? Okay, DJ brought it up. I was going to talk about this. This just came out today. Seth MacFarlane. I think you guys have probably heard of him. Seth MacFarlane, because of the strikes, we've been talking about the strikes. There's two strikes going on right now. The SAG strikes, where all the actors are on strike because they're not getting paid because of streaming. And they're tired of it, not getting paid for their work on these streaming services. And streaming services is the only work there really is nowadays. And then the writer's strike. And the writer's strike started first. I believe that started back in May. Well, the writers aren't getting paid for their work, probably because of streaming stuff as well. Seth MacFarlane is not only an actor, director, producer, this, and that. He is also a writer. So double duty for Seth MacFarlane. But Seth MacFarlane, it was just announced today on Variety.com. Seth MacFarlane donates $1 million to Entertainment Community Fund. There's a fund going on for the actors on strike and the writers on strike to help them pay the bills while they're not working right now. Studios will be able to pay their bills. They got all that money. They got money for days, son. So there's a fund going on, and some people have been donating to that fund. I don't think they've really raised as much as I would hope that they would have, but we'll get to that. Seth MacFarlane donates $1 million to Entertainment Community Fund to support film and television workers during strikes. Double the strikes. And why are the strikes important to us as fans of the Orville and Seth MacFarlane and Fuzzy Door Productions and the entire cast and crew? We are fans, supporters of the strike, because we want our people, the people we love, of all the TV shows and movies that are out there that have been coming out, to get paid. But the Orville says, very recently, they say that if they're going to make any kind of announcements, and I feel like they have some announcements to make when it comes to further seasons, episodes, content from the Orville, that they're going to do it after the strikes are over. And, you know, fans get a little, negative. They want news now, but the Orville says, no, we're waiting until after the strikes because I think they got some news to tell us. So this is important for the strikers to get some help. And Seth MacFarlane is helping. He donated $1 million. I can tell you, Seth MacFarlane, I can tell you personally, from things I have witnessed with my own eyes in person, Seth MacFarlane is a very kind gentleman. He's a very good guy. I don't know if he's always been a good guy, but he's lived his life and gotten to a point where now in his life, I feel he is a very good guy. He cares about people. He cares about fans of his projects. He cares about the people he works with. He cares about the idea of creation, of creating things for other people to enjoy. He cares about that, and he cares about the people that does. He cares about you, and he cares about you way back there, way behind on the back of the stream. He cares about you guys too. Now it says there's been recent donors also include Greg Berlanti, Vince Gilligan, tread lightly, Shonda Rhimes, Michelle Pfeiffer, the original live action, well, not really the original live action Catwoman, but from the Tim Burton world, I guess. Michelle Pfeiffer, David E. Kelly, Steven Spielberg, and Kate Capshaw. Now, I do know The Rock has made a big sizable donation. We don't know the amount. A big sizable donation, but he's not listed in this story, which I kind of find weird. Are people hating on The Rock, or did he just get missed? Seth MacFarlane is donating $1 million, it says, to the SAG-AFTRA and WGA strikes because he's a member of both. It's called the Actors Fund. They have, he donated $1 million, right? The fund has raised more than $6.3 million since May 1st, which is months and months and months. It's been around, I guess, at this point, from 7,500 donors. So, a lot of people donating small amounts. You got just a couple of people, it looks like have donated large amounts, like Seth MacFarlane donating 1 million. Other stars, I would think it would be 20 or 30 or higher million at this point. Because there's a lot of big stars out there that could be donating to this thing, and I know they care about the cause themselves. Anyway, that's what's going on right now in the world of Seth MacFarlane. And like I said, we have been told very recently from the Orville production, for those of us who have been asking for updates, they say we're waiting till the strikes are over. And then on my own side of things, my own feelings, I think they got some news. But like I said in the previous video, we don't know what that news is. More Orville. I'm pretty sure it's going to be more Orville. I could tell by the tone of their voices when they were talking to me that it's happy news. But I don't know if that means it's going to stay on Disney, because we know Disney Plus is in trouble right now. All the streaming services seem to be in trouble right now. What was us? We don't have enough money to pay for our actors, but let's give some millions and millions of dollars to that old crusty white dude that sits at his desks and does what? I don't know what these higher up studio execs do that make the billions and millions and trillions in bonuses every year, but they must do something good, right? But anyway, Disney, as we've read in recent reports, might be selling off their assets, things like that. Will they sell the Orville? Will they be smart and keep the Orville? Because the Orville is one of those special things that doesn't come around very often, almost not at all, where the Orville can be a 50-year intellectual property, just like Star Trek. It could be, they're already inviting Orville to these conventions. Star Trek invited the Orville to their convention to have their stuff set up at Star Trek Las Vegas. The Orville's a big deal, and it's a good get, but it is expensive. And right now, when anything is expensive, all these streaming services are like, we really have to think about it. And they're all in a time of turmoil right now, although these streaming studios, you guys, they're all like trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So Disney's claims to be in trouble, are they? I don't know. I don't believe anything nowadays, one way or the other. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Maybe it's a publicity stunt. But it seems like it makes sense that they're in trouble. Everything costs so much money, and people are getting tired of paying so much money for every damn thing. And I got something to say about that as well, you guys. Let me get another topic in here. Things cost so much. We just recently kind of learned that the United States government has UFOs in their possession. What that means, I don't think it means we got some little gray guys, green guys, or gray guys. There's the grays as well. For some people that believe in that, there's it's not like they have little aliens hanging out and they have a little house made for them or anything like that. But at a governmental hearing, and you guys might know more than this than I do. I'm not into the finding every little detail out at this early junction, but they said at a public governmental hearing, some, I guess, military or secret service guy that they have, what do they call it? Non-human biologics in their possession. And people are like, oh my God, biologicals from the Orville, from the Kalon. We know what biological means, right? It's the living form of it's life. Biologicals is life. It's not artificial. It's biological. So they say biologics. Neil deGrasse Tyson made a little clarification. This also doesn't mean anything one way or the other. That non-human biologics is anything on Earth that's alive that's not human. So your dog, your cat, your house plant, microbes on your beard, like I'm sure that I have, all of that is non-human biologics. So you're just putting it in reference for us right there. But basically, in a United States governmental hearing, some official dude said, hey, we got non-human UFO stuff going on here. But hey, okay, maybe that's the case. We've all, as sci-fi fans, have dreamed of such a situation. Oh my God, we finally made contact with actual life. We've seen other life. We've touched it. this, this, and that. They're basically saying indirectly that there are aliens here on this planet. And so what happens on this planet, on Earth? What do all the people do, including myself, when we find out that the government has UFOs or whatever that's supposed to mean? We don't really care. The price of rent is too damn high.